Wala man sila nakamit kanina no kaya atong use ilang time para matiwas ang ato ang Travify for tour guiding. So, kamo lang sa akong klasihan sa new topic ron. Di lang ko magdali og tiwas kay again di man ako siya apple sa quiz nako next week. So again, just a reminder, just for the sake of the recording, I will not meet you. Ay, sorry. Ang TTH dito di man dayon ang quiz di ay oy sorry. I was thinking about strategic management. Sorry. In our case di ay sorry bali ni ay na MW nitong schedule. So 19 mo meet ko ninyo sa 19. Face to face yun na siya tanan nga subjects kay mag-checking ta then hatag ko sa grades. And then on the 24th mag-quiz ta sa transportation management. Again, ang coverage for the 24th is motor coach, automobile, and cruise. So, katong bago na akong gi-discuss last week, katong cruise industry. So, katura siya ang i-apply nako sa ako ang quiz. Unya, same ra Japan identification, enumeration, ang ato ang mode of quiz na to. Face-to-face na siya. Kay sa 26, dili man ko ka-meet ninyo na online. Kay, makamit ko sa hapon. Sa buntag ra ko dili ka-meet kay tungod sa kuan. Orientation na mo sa Boracay OJTs. Okay? Ang wala di ay ko is on the 20th until 22nd. Then sa 28 na di ay na move ang katong-atong buwan ng wika. So your again ang inyong ASEAN nga clothing instead nga mag Filipiniana mo na ASEAN clothing mo sa 28 na siya sulobon. So they will also select ka ng mga nindot nga ASEAN attire. We will also provide siguro mga officers na nalimot ko, officers na binasa ka ng department nga naa diri nga mag-start ta og reproduce og mga flaglets no kay para sa gamiton sa 28. There are 10 countries under Southeast Asia. Pero ato lang siya i-multiply og kadaghan kay para daghan nga estudyante ang maka-use sa flaglets. Okay, so let's start our class with a prayer in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Prayer to Saint Rita. O glorious Saint Rita, thou did share in the marvelous manner the sorrowful passion of our Lord Jesus Christ. Grant me the grace to suffer in patience the miseries of this life, and be my refuge in all my necessities. Amen. Saint Rita, pray for us in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, so once again, good afternoon, everyone. Wait lang for a while. Let me just open my presentation. So you'll have a new topic this afternoon. That is actually the different transportations around the world. We already done with the types of transportation. Sa ato ana is katong mga linan nga klase nga transportation, whether it is land or sea or air transportation nga ginagamit. Actually there's a lot of transportations nga parehas ra man sila para sa man sila ginagamit no sa lain-lain nga countries. Pero sorry about that. So pero ang nakalihaan lang jud niya is it's distinct only to the specific country or ang kaning nga country ang nagpopularize ana nga transportation. So let's say for example, there are a lot of trams that are found in France and also other countries outside of France, no? Pero mas popular siya diri sa kaninga country or not only popular sila bawi nagsugod ana no or very distinct pa siya sa kaninga specific country lang alone. Like for example kanang mga cocoa taxis pod no ginagamit sa Cuba. So let's try to get to know them one by one. Okay. So we will start with So there are unique methods of transportation to be found all over the world, and it adds to the culture and experience of each location. So although there are a lot of unique transportation around the world class, I will only be showing you at least 30 of them, which are unique and distinct to each specific country. So we'll start first with the reindeer sled in Lapland, Finland. So reindeer sledding has been one of the oldest form of transportation in the north, no? And not only it's part of like their tourism activities nila dito karon, sa unang panahon pa siya, it's a part of the ancient culture of the Sami people. So ang Sami are marag tribe nga kanang nag-originate jud mismo sa Finland. So people of all ages can participate on this very soft adventure. Karon is not only used as a mode of transportation by the locals in Finland, but it's also a way of, introducing this kind of transportation to tourists as well. So, ang mga turista, pwede po na sila maka-use ani, with, syempre, na sila yung mga um, tour guides, no, nga wherein they will allow you to do reindeer sledding. In other cold places, they make use of sled dogs, man, no? But in Finland, they make use of reindeers. So next is ang trams, no. Now, trams are not a new thing anymore, no. Actually, in other countries in Europe as well as even in the U.S., no, there are some countries wherein they have utilized trams, no, or tramways. But kani siya, it's very distinct lang sa France because not only that it's a mode of transportation sa mga commuters or locals dito, ginagamit po siya sa mga tourists because again, no, it's very convenient, it's very safe, no, it's within the city. Ang nakayot man gud sa ilahang public transportation is dili man gud ta maulaw nga mo na atong ginagamit pod sa mga turista kay usually you would see like Eurail, no, Eurail set up kung kanumdum pa mo sa to ang railway industry, ang Eurail Manggut, it was set up in a way that only non-residents of the UK are allowed to use it because it's specifically made for tourists. Pero, si tramway, not only nga kanang it's convenient, no, but it's also very comfortable pod in the sense nga kanang you're just within the city. So, pwede po siya magamit sa both nga turista and both also local commuters. So, trams are enjoying a comeback in France. From Nantes to Marseille, city planners are building new high-tech streetcar lines as central elements in urban redevelopment. And they haven't forgotten any of the French flair the world has come to love. And what's nice about tramways, so you can see that these are also, electric cable cars, no? But in a form of like longer trains lang jud siya, and you can see that there are also like mga track pod nga naa diri, or train tracks. So it's typically like a hybrid of like the traditional nga train and the electrical ones. Then you have the suspension railway. So this is considered a unique mode of transportation in Wuppertal, Germany. So ang iyang full name is Electric Elevated Railway or Suspension Railway Installation or Jugendlagen System or sorry if I murder the pronunciation, no? Anlageiner Elektrischen Hochbahn or Schwebebahn System or Jugendlagen. No, taas kayo, no? It has many names, no? But in English, they call it Suspension Railway or Electric Elevated Railway. So it is the oldest electric elevated railway with hanging cars in the world and it's also a very unique system. So, manilahang terminal diri class and then instead of libabali man no, usually nakapatong man na siya sa railway ang mga usual nga MRT, LRTs na to. But this one is naka-suspended siya. So, mungtang suspended nakabitay siya. And then we have the hydrofoil in Aegina. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation of Aegina, Greece. So Greece is not only made up of the mainland, it also have smaller islands, no? Si Greece. So that's why naapon na sila yung mga catamaran such as the hydrofoil. So Greek tourism depends a lot from the Greek ferries as well as kinds of other vessels like the catamarans and hydrofoils that connect the Greek islands. So in our case, we have the light ferry, we have the ocean jet, for example, or we have the fast cat, no, as a way for which is fast cat is also a catamaran, no. Catamarans are built different because they have like this hollow. Ang uban is hollow nga middle, no, dili lapit ang uban is kanang sa may side wherein water can easily pass through, no, making it far more faster than other ships. So sa ilahan na sila some form of that, no, in a form of a hydrofoil. So it's if you look at the hydrofoil, it's very similar to the ocean jet or the Wisam, no? Kung kamo nakasakay na mo og Wisam or ocean jet going to Iloilo, it's a smaller vessel, it's faster and it gets you from one island to the other. Ang nakalay lang ani niya is syempre its shape. It's shaped differently. It's more of like a catamaran pod siya. And again, ang nakayot ani niya pod is it's also built for tourist travel, no. Wala nang lain pod nga sakyan man noon if you get from one island to another within Greece. Then you have the gondola in Venice, Italy. So gondolas are quite popular. I think it's because it's so popular. When we see a gondola, automatically our mind goes to Greece, diba? Greece, sorry, Italy, rather. No, so Venice, Italy, dayon. So it's a traditional wood carved gondola boat, no, or a Venetian rowing boat. Ano siya, no? So kani siya, it's very popular among tourists because you get to look at different Venice attractions, no, as you go through each of their kanang mga canals, no, and then at the same time naapoy ka ng kuan na ang ilahapod nga kanang sana mo ano sa boat is mukanta po siya mga Italian songs, no. Ang tawag sa kuan sa murag mo row silang boat, no, is the gondolier. Okay? And this was actually used as a way to, transport from one place to the other. Kay flooded naman good ang Venice class, no. It was not always like this. Okay, dili man jud ing ana jud nga kanang flooded na daan si Venice, no. Pero wait lang. Okay. Sorry. Ano ko check sa ko ang kon. So, si Venice class is flooded naman good siya, no. Some could attribute this one to high tide, no. Others could contribute it to it was built on a land nga sinking, 'di ba? So, that's why if you go daw kuno to the bottom of some of the buildings, you can still see like kanang ang continuation ana nga there are also doors sa ilalom nga ana mo pero gi-barricade na lang siya nga para dili ma-flooded kay ning saka na lang sila sa mga upper floors kay tungod mo lagi na siya flooded na si Venice unya one way to just reach from one street to another is by the gondola. Okay, so again, this was not made solely for tourism, ha. This was made solely for as a way to, navigate through the flooded streets of Venice. No? But later on, it became very popular now with the tourists because it's unique, diba? Usually when you get around town, musakay ramang kag bus or mulakaw ramang ka. But here, you need to ride a gondola. Next is the toboggan. So, toboggan in Madeira in Portugal. So, the Monte Toboggans first originated in the early 19th century as the Funkel's first means of downhill public transportation. Presently, and for a number of years now, the Carro de Sesto is used to transport tourists. So, usually, Manggod, it's difficult for like even senior citizens during their time in Portugal, especially in Madeira, not to go downhill. It's very what they call this dangerous for them, no. So gagamit ra sila og toboggan, so muni siya ang toboggan class, no. But nowadays na may mga vehicles, na may mga modern vehicles to bring people down. Ang ilaharaan na is gagamit lang sila ani as a means of transportation, like ang rickshaw, no. Ang rickshaw sa una ginagamit na siya as a mode of transportation sa mga Japanese and even in Vietnam, but right now ginagamit na siya for tourist, no. Like take for example even the Kalesa, diba? If you go to Cebu, ito if napa-Japon na siya, or even in Manila, mubayad na lang ka para musakay ka og kalesa, and then pagkahuman ana mo roam around, roam within the city, no, and then wait lang ako sang i-admit yung classmate. This is why you should need to use your CSR email so that you don't have to wait for me to accept you. Okay, so going back, no. So just like the kalesas, 'di ba? They were specifically used sa unang panahon as a mode of transportation, but we now have vehicles. So instead of like using vehicles, ang ginagamit na karon is ang kuan na ang ano, sorry. Sorry. Let me rephrase that, no. Instead of kalasas na ang ginagamit karon, ginagamit na ang mga vehicles, 'di ba? Or modern vehicles now. And then ang mga kalasas are just a form of kuan na lang siya for tourism purposes, no? For kana na lang siyang pang additional nga kanang experience labi na sa mga tourists that are new to that certain place would want to try riding a kalesa. very similar to the toboggan. Toboggans are not used anymore for public transport to, make sure nga makanaog sila downhill because it's too steep. Ang ginagamit na nila are vehicles na, pero ginagamit ra pon si toboggan, wala pon siya ginawala sa ilahang nga culture sa Portugal as a way of tourist nga transport. No? Just an experience lang po. Very similar to rickshaws. Although ang rickshaws in Vietnam, or they call it cyclos, no? Um, they use it still for public transport, very similar to how pedicabs are used here in San Carlos City. But rickshaws, on the other hand, for the Japanese, are only limited to certain prefectures, and they're not heavily used for public transport anymore. Rickshaws are now used in their part as like, kuan na siya, tourism activity na siya. So again, some transportation that you would see here is a mix of both tourist and public transport po siya. Depende ra dyan na sa iyang usage. Next is the trolley bus in Russia. So this is a public transport. So trolley buses in St. Petersburg, Russia are cheap and efficient but are very slow. So if you are a commuter and you're in a hurry to get around town or to get to your destination, they would not really advise the trolley bus in Russia because it's so slow. Pero if you are a tourist and you want to do like a little bit of sightseeing, kapoy na ka maglakaw, pero ganahan ka mo sightseeing, ma-appreciate mo ang place, okay po kaayo niya siya ang trolley bus because since it's slow, you have a time to appreciate the place as well as appreciate also the different destinations that you pass by. The next is an aerial tramway, which is in Klein Matterhorn in Switzerland. So an aerial lift is a means of cable transport in which cabins, cars, gondolas, or open chairs. So, do not be confused with the gondolas na sa kanang Venice. Na po tayo lain nga term nga gondola po, which are cable cars in Switzerland. But they're the same sometimes in name, but they can mean different things. So, pwede ba siya open chairs that are hauled above the ground by means of one or more cables. Since, of course, Switzerland is known for their mountainous regions, which is, of course, impregnable, pod, no? That's why when they do like certain kanaganing mga rescues and transport of certain mga resources, they do it by helicopter. So, lahat po their means of transportation is through aerial lift, no? So, since mountainous territory man, aerial lift systems are employed in their area where roads are very difficult to build and, of course, which are found in touristic landmarks. Then next we have the underground funicular in Biyoglu, Turkey. So the tunnel or the underground funicular is a short underground railway line in Istanbul. It is an underground funicular with two stations connecting the quarters of Karakoy and Biyoglu. So think of it as like similar to an MRT, LRT, but instead nga nasa sub like babaw, no, makita niya overhead, no, makita niya ang mga sakyanan nasa underground ang ilahang koan, ang ilahang MRT or LRT, which they call tunnel or underground funicular. Next is the hovercraft in Portsmouth, UK. So this is an inflated siya nga kanang kuan nga boat. They make use of large propellers also for mobility. So the Isle of Wight hovercraft is the last remaining commercial hovercraft service in the world. It operates a regular timetable transporting passengers between Ryde and the South Sea in Portsmouth, with excellent connections rather to both road and rail networks on either side. Then we have, of course, the Terra Bus in Athabasca Glacier, Canada. Now, this is very popular when, especially if you are in kanang mga mountainous parts no, in Canada, because the wheels in this bus does not go round and round. Sure. The wheels on this bus kay built specifically for Arctic terrain, no? And then makita nimo siya since syempre ice, 'di ba? And it's very what they call this dangerous also nga mag-drive ka without any special wheels. Mawitaw sa US basta ka ng kunting winter season naga-change sila og wheels like it could be very slippery if you use like regular wheels lang. So as you can see ang ilang wheels have the special like more grip, no, it can easily grip the ice para di pud sila madanlog, no. So they call it the Terra Bus. It's one of the few snow coach type vehicles. So this is a snow coach, similar to a motor coach, no, which is bigger than a regular bus, has more cabin space as well as leg room, no, kay much more comfortable seats compared to a typical bus. So this is an all-wheel drive, three-axle off-road bus which is specially constructed for the use in Arctic climates by Canadian specialty vehicle manufacturer Foremost based in Calgary. Next, we have zip line. So zip lines, of course, you're probably wondering, dili man siya marag vehicle, ma'am, or transportation. It's more of like, um, and kuan siya, kanang adventure nga activity. So why is it like, part sa kuan, sa transportation? So sa Costa Rica, um, it's one of the longest, no, nila nga kanang zip line canopy. So, world renowned jud ang Costa Rica for their canopy compared to anywhere else in the world. So, not only nga pinakataas pod ang ilahang canopy tours, ilahang zip line, naapod siya along the way, no. Well, the zip line ka, you can see a lot of like animals that are protected also sa ilahang mga nature parks or wildlife sanctuary pod nila. So pag abot sa zip line gani nga kanang marag worth it jud nga bongga jud nga zip line. Kadaghan mag zip line nga mga ipang offer no, even here in the Philippines, but it's really Costa Rica that provides the best kind of zip line, world renowned nga zip line or canopy tours. Next, this is what I've mentioned a while ago, no, which makes this kind of transportation unique. Actually, tricycle naman siya, motor man ni siya, class, no. It kind of looks like a taxi lang in the first glance, no, but shaped like a banana. No, so this is the Coco Taxi in Varadero, Havana, Cuba. So the Cuba Coco Taxis are some yellow cars with small dimensions that can be seen in Havana and Varadero. Asa malingkod ang pasahero diri sa likod, no? So kay mura siya motor good niya. Motor ramang good na siya good, and then diri sa likod imong pasahero. So it's very it's very unique. Although it's not new naman ang concept ni Coco Taxi, no, kay we see that with, mga tricycle na to diri atong pedicab, no, but it's shaped in a fun way that it has identity. So mo na ang mga Coco Taxis in Cuba. So syempre ka makita ka na nung makakonjo ka ni diri kay sa Cuba ni siya. Or kanang mulanta ka sa like tuk-tuk, di ba? Ay kani koan sa sa Thailand. Mo na kanindot pod sa mga koan class. Mo na kanindot pod sa mga transportation if unique siya. It can be some form of tourism as well. Diba, that's why ang ilang icon gani sa San Carlos City, diba, is the pedicab, diba, where green is go, and then it's always like the pedicab ang ilang ipakita as icon, because when you establish a certain destination, you establish it like a brand. Like, what is its identity? When we see this certain logo, when we see this certain vehicle, this certain food, this certain culture, we can easily point out that this is from the Philippines, this is from San Carlos. So when you look at Coco Taxis, you can easily see, oh, okay, it's in Cuba. Or when I see tuk-tuk, immediately I remember Thailand. When I see jeepneys, I remember the Philippines. Diba? So it's, again, yan ang kaiportan ng transportation. Not only that it brings people from one place to another, but it's also a way of, okay, sorry. So it's not just one way of bringing, our tourists from one place to another, but it's also an identity sa ato ang mga sa ato ang lugar, no. Mara pud siya para sa food tourism ba. Magka-add pud siya og some kind of attractiveness pud sa atong mga tourists to visit our place. Then next we have the Ice Angel in Wisconsin, USA. So this is not a land vehicle. As you can see, this is a water vehicle, no? Water vehicle, water transportation, water transportation, pero lang siya murag ka ng pizza roller diri sa tubangan, no? Kay it's meant to break the ice. Okay? So kani siya is na siya kanang lake na iyang gilabang, no? Nya ano ginagamit pa niya siya? Okay, we will explain it later, no? So si Madeline Island is the only one of Wisconsin's Apostle Islands that is inhabited and is connected to Bayfield on the mainland by ferry in the summer, by a 2-mile ice highway in the winter when the waters of Lake Superior freeze over. However, kaning transitional stage, so for example no, manugsugod palandaan ang winter, syempre the ice is so thin that it's not strong enough to hold the vehicle, no, parsana. Pero dili pud siya ana pod ka humok para makaagi ang regular nga boat. So ginagamit si Ice Angel specifically for this season ra pod, no? Kay labi na nga Ice Angel has like person mag pizza roller o gitsura, no? Pizza cutter, pizza roller, no? Mer pizza cutter gitsura na nga. This is meant to break the ice. Okay? Kaya di man siya kaagi, no? Syempre ang regular nga boat, no? So gagamit sila og Ice Angel to break this ice, no? This thin ice. So next we have dog sleds in Alaska. Now dog sleds have a very long history of being like the first transportation around the world. Um, I remember, kuan, ako may mundo man gud kay si Togo ra man gud kay sa ang inyong may remember ra man gud sa una. I don't know if you were old enough to know Balto. No, Balto was when I was young, we were shown like what they call this, an animated cartoon of Balto, which is a husky. I don't know if it was a husky or a sled dog. No. Usually ang ilahang mga ginagamit panggod ana nga koan ginagamit nila is no, there is a different lang ha. I have to reconfirm kay namo ko ni duha klase, not only ang kanang husky, dapat ni usa kanang dako-dako nga version sa husky. But these are actually very very ideal for sled dogs ang kanang mga husky. Malamute di ay, sorry. Ang Alaskan Malamute, which are bigger than Huskies, by the way, no? But Huskies are also ideal sled dogs. They can withstand the cold manggod. That's why if you own a Husky, di ba, high maintenance kay sila, kay kinahanglan sa bugnaw jud na sila. Like, it's not just a meme. Like, kinahanglan jud na sa bugnaw jud sila ibutang. Because, kanang murag, they were built that way, manggod. Not sure ibang nga dogs that are really built for cold weathers. Now, um, again, no, sled dogs were utilized not only as a means of like this one is for sports reason. Kita man yung mana. This is for like sports reason. But they made use of sleds and magdepende pa dyan na sa kind of sled ilang gamiton. Depende sa purpose. If it's meant to carry a human being, so lahi pa dyan nga sled ilang gamiton. If it's just meant to bring like mga parcels, like di parcel nga Shopee ha, kanang mga like mail, dagko nga kanang mga kuan. Oh, lahi po na siya nga cart ilahang gamiton and even medicines, no? So during that time, like in Alaska for example, sa ilahang nga part dira it's so difficult to to have like different kinds of transportation ato nga time, so they actually bred sled dogs. Nya if imuhang sled dog is known to have like good genes, so paliton na ang mga anak-anak niya para i-raise also to become like sled dogs sa uban pod nga tao, no. So pati ang breed sa usa ka sled dog is very important to them kay dapat mo withstand man gud siya og long travel. And then daghan na sila niya. Hana siya murag alpha pod sa pack nga maoy mo lead sa pack kay dili man na ka proceed ang uban if walay mo lead pod sa iya, no. So syempre although siya ang muhatag og command ang kaning lalaki, no, but na dyan na sila mga alpha dog pod nga mo lead pod sa iya nga pack. So dili pug ka pwede og muha kag sila dog if limited lang ang imuha pod nga kuan. Limited lang imong number of dogs as well. So anyway, going back, no. Imagine 8,000 years na gigamit ang mga sled dogs for travel, mail delivery before ng snowmobile. Karon na naman tayo mga snowmobile, karon mo siya jet ski itsura, no, but it's used for the snow, di ba? So they were very active animals ang kaning mga sled. Even karon, the sled dogs were also still used, but not as much na kay ang snowmobile man gud can move faster compared to sled dogs, and it's inhumane also nga ipa-travel na nimo og for longer distances. Mo bitaw to katong sa movie nga Togo, nag-blister to yung tiil niya. Ang historical nga kanang pag-change gani sa history nahimo nam gina even sa una pa kay si Balto again, no, kung wala mo na kailan ni Balto pero so nasikat siya na si Balto, so na ginapalantaw siya may cartoon sa nasa kong papa sa una ng Balto. Hero dog ko na siya, so siya nagdala atong medicine sa mga sick ko na nga mga children. was it measles? I forgot. Or was it typhoid? Nalimot ko. Basta certain nga sickness nga naara siya kanang vaccine nga para cure ato. So, syempre, ang mga bata is like dying, ana. So, nagkuhan sila kay I think it was a storm. I cannot remember na clearly because it was an old time go pa no. Elementary pa jud taon ko ato. But it's based on a true story jud ha. Um, Kani siya si Balto daw ko no. Siya daw ko no nagdala sa medicine sa mga children which nagpila daw ko no ka miles daw ko no para ihatod jud to siya gikuha dito ang medicine and gihatod siya sa Picas Town which is layo kayo niya na pa diri Bagyo. Well, the truth is Balto was just the one nga ning salo. Sa tinuod siya nga story, it was Togo, no. Togo actually did that. However, si Togo later time pa siya na discover kasi si Balto manggod ang moy murag gi kuan kanang murag gisuroy sa tibok kalibutan gikuan as a hero dog siya ang nasikat so murag naset aside si Togo which is siya man jud tani he made like kusalo pa na he made 70% of the journey only Balto made 30% of it so ito childhood ruin lagi pero ang tadil jud nga story it was really Togo who did most of the heavy lifting most of the work jud nagka-blister lang nagkadugo lang na yan kay syempre it's cold di ba they have kuan no kanang ilang paws walay protection and you get kuan sana kanang what they call this aside from blisters ganing mo exposed to cold nya mo turn purple na ang imuhang kuan um oh no wait lang I forgot the term kanang mo kuan siya basta kanang murag masamad manggug ka sa too much exposure to cold or sometimes mo turn purple na siya and eventually mo fall off na siya kay mamatay na ang kanang murag imuhang kuan sa imuhang nerve endings when onto sa imuhang kamot if it's exposed to the cold nya muna ang natabo kay Togo is man siya no na nagka-injury siya because his paws were exposed too much to the cold and it was not a good kuan no di man siya maayo ang katong kana nga kuan. So, mao to gisalo siya ni Balto. Si Balto dayon ang maning deliver sa medicine and he took credit for that, no. He took credit for that and it was not Togo ang gipasalamatan jud when in fact it was Togo who did 70% of the work or even 80% of it. So, nga na ka-importante ang mga dog sleds in Alaska. But now they use it for like sports. They still use sled dogs but not as much as now nga naay naman type snowmobiles. Okay. This one is the Barco de Totora, which is in Lake Titicaca. This is Lake Titicaca di ay ha, not Lake Titicana, which is the highest lake nga in the Andes Mountains. Lake Titicaca, Titicana na noon. Wait lang, let me just edit this one. Yes, that's a correct one. Okay, so if you've noticed, kaning iyahang boat, kaning iyahang murag balay-balay diri, they're made of the same material. These are made of reeds. If you are, ambot lang pod kung gabasa pa ba mong Bible, no? Ka-remember mo ni Moses, di ba? Moses, when he was a baby, gikuan man to no gipamatay man to ang iyahang mga kuan wait lang gipamatay man to ang mga parehas niya nga male no kay naa man toy kanang mag prophecy di ba nga tanan daw kunong mga na daw kunoy murag mo usurp or na daw kunoy murag mo kuan nga which is a Hebrew boy daw kuno so tanan nga mga lalaki Hebrew baby boys kay gipampatay or gilabay sa river para kaunon sa mga crocodile so ang gibuhat sa mama ni Moses is giputos siya og basket of reeds kani siya nya giputos siya gipadagan na siya sa kanang river gisunod siya siyang igsoon hangtod naabot ito sa mga princess ba to or kanang pharaoh asawa sa pharaoh imoto siya katong if nakakita mo Prince of Egypt you're missing a lot on your childhood no if you haven't seen those beautiful films kay puro sa brain rot content inyong ginalantaw that doesn't add to your life, no? Please, no, if you have time, you look at kanang something that is, it can help you with the historical, mga ana ba. Inot man ang ana pod, no? Dili lang kanang puro sa mga brain rot inyong ginapanglantaw. Para na po something meaningful pod. So, if some of you are familiar with Prince of Egypt, that's the story of Moses and then yung not exactly half brother, pero mag adoptive brother niya nga Pharaoh Ramesses bato siya. And then later when they were brothers, they were really close, but they become like enemies na kay syempre kanang nahimo na magmurag messenger of God na si Moses bato para ipa-free niya ang mga Jews, no? Or mga Hebrews, they rather. No? But it's a long story. But anyway, ang gigamit siyang mama is ang reeds, no, to make sure in case siya sa reeds, to make sure nga he is safe, no. In Peru, they have a lot of reeds, and these are reeds, no. There are mo bitaw na nga it's very accurate nga basket of reeds ang gigamit sa mama ni Moses because it can really hold a person, no. Para ani, these are made of reeds, diba? It's a strong material that can be built into houses. Na para ani, nahimo siya og watchtower, nahimo siya og boat. So, ang barko dito Tora is made of reeds. Okay? So, if you're visiting Lake Titicaca in Peru, which is like the highest lake nila, no, in and Andes Mountains, it's a wonderful, unique method of getting across the vast and beautiful stretch of water. No, turista man yung kani sila. Tino ko muna. Okay, this is very familiar ang bamboo train, no? We have this similar kind of bamboo train, makeshift bamboo train in the Philippines as well, no? Kung dili mo familiar, ang sa ubanan na nila is mogamit na sila mag pulley system, not pulley system, kanang murag siso, just to ensure nga kanang murag mudagan siya. So murag gasiso niya para mudagan ang kaning bamboo train. Bamboo platform, more like a bamboo platform, not a train. Okay? And then sa Cambodia, they also do the same, no? So passengers sit on a makeshift bamboo train, basically just a platform powered by an electric generator engine, perched just inches away above the railway tracks and traveling up to 40 kilometers per hour. Good luck na lang kung na train jud nga maabot, no? Paspas jud kay kaog-koan. Kailangan is wala man gud diri naka-attach ang katong murag siso. Kinahanglan mo ka mo siso kay para mudagan ni siya. Dili ka mo sakay, no, imo rang i-push and pull sa imong kamot. Okay, next is the maglev train in Shanghai, China. So the train has actually exceeded 500 kilometers per hour in testing. It does the 19-mile journey to Pudong in 7 minutes. So imagine, no, instead of like getting there in like 15 or 30 minutes, you get to reach your destination in just 7 minutes. Okay. So this is a speed train or bullet train. Next, we have the Dubai trolley in Dubai. Very similar to San Francisco, no? They have actually this similar trolleys in San Francisco class. Makita dyan na mo na siya sa ilang mga streets. I don't know if they still exist right now, but sa una pa itong time is like may mga ingana, no? Sa San Francisco, makita nimo na siya in like some movies. I don't know if I think it was shown in Shang-Chi. You know, if you're a fan of Marvel movies, no? So, kani siya, nga po na similar to the trolleys that you see in San Francisco. They also have this similar one in Dubai. So, they call it the Dubai trolley. So, to span a distance of 7 kilometers, Dubai trolley will serve as an exotic, easy-to-access connecting link between the various iconic attractions in downtown Dubai, including the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, and the Dubai Mall, the world's most visited retail and lifestyle destination. Then, of course, we will also get to know houseboat in Kerala, India. Now, houseboats, let me just look for a different houseboat. Kay mura man gud siya balay nga kanang sa mga tawag ani. Mura siya og balay nga kanang sa mga informal settlers lang tawon ba. But naay mag better itsura ani class ha, kani is dili mo siya ma-appreciate kung ani kagamay. Good, wait lang, search ko og houseboats. Nay mas beautiful ani nga koan, dili man boat pasabot kay bigna sa India mga maot na dayon, no, manang stereotype to dayon tan. Pero naay mga nit nga houseboats actually. This is what the houseboat looks like. No, it's very beautiful. I saw one houseboat nga kani-kani mo ni siya. Nga nindot kayo siya. This is not common anymore actually in other like for example, kanang mga river cruises in Africa as well as even in Asia, naaman tay mga ingan. Although India is in Asia, no, it's in South Asia. Pero napod sa Southeast Asia ang kanimang ani kind of setup. But ang nakaunan siya ani is ang mga Indians. Mhm. So not all ha nga kanang mo sa India is kuan na jud dayon siguro silang sentro dira no naa sila kanang tawag gani due to pollution and everything but naman po yung mga certain places in India nga nindot pod kaayo siya nga experience. So this is an example of a houseboat. Diba? Nindot kayo siya class kay mara pod siya kuan river cruise sa Bohol no pero nakalahi lang niya is you can sleep here. Ang river cruise is mag-lunch man mga aon raman mo. Pwede ko ka-try sa river cruise, no? This one is another beautiful. Ano, mas comfortable. A stark contrast to their sleeper trains and sleeper buses. Grabe kahugaw jud ang sleeper trains and sleeper buses nila class. Although sayang kayo no kay it does have a potential similar to the sleeper trains in Europe. Pero nahimo naman gud siya common nga transportation sa ilahang mga tao dito good and syempre wala lack of upkeeping goro lack of kanang maintaining it mo nang kanang hugaw na baho na kayo ang lahang sleeper cars sleeper trains nila kulang na jud siya maintenance kay para sa ning mga boat or houseboats nila hinot man lang mga houseboats class kay gina-maintain, 'di ba? Kalabanan mo gud silang mga crowded spaces nila dito. Wala mo gud nila gina-maintain nya. Labi ng paspasanay daghan kayog travel. So mo na natabo. Okay. So next ani we have okay. This one day, sorry. Okay. So next we have the elephant in Luang Prabang in Laos. That's not Lao di ay. I kept on saying Lao, but it's more on the people they mo yung without letter T, no. So in Laos, no. So often at the entrance there are a group of elephants that you can ride and feed. Convenient if you can't be bothered going on a formal tour to one of the nearby elephant camps. So what you see here, class, is an example of Asian elephant. Ang African elephant are quite bigger. Mabalani mo siya if it's an African elephant class because it has like bigger ears and bigger po siya in size compared to a typical Asian nga elephant. Ano ko sa kalitong Asian? Ang Asian nga elephant is smaller. Kita nimo it's smaller in size and then yung ears are quite smaller as well. It's also different when it comes to color. So, mo lang po na mong ma-identify, no? Daghan po kay mga elephants class. No? It's quite common in Thailand, as well as in Laos. Pero it's very sad lang. That's why kanang, although I really wanted to have like an elephant ride when we went to Thailand, but it's an different, wala mo siya sa syudad, no? Siya sa different region in Thailand. Also, I heard daw ko no nga, some animals there, like ang elephants, are treated with cruelty. Like, for example, mohatag kag mga tips kay para sa feeds ko no sa elephants. Dili man mapunta sila ha kay mapunta man sa katong ilang caretakers niya. Usahay kay di pa sila pakanon og tarong niya. Imagine like kanang endless walks for the entire day without any rest kay ituktuyok naman kana nila sa kanang kuan kaning person ba ituktuyok ra kana nila yung sa kay kag elephant yung say magbaligyan pa kanila kanang mga ivory kanang tusk kanang kay lahang mahal man kanilang tusk mo bitaw like ang kanang mga African elephants kay they're hunted down because of the ivory nga nasa silang tusk and that's expensive no so para sa ano baligyaan niya mapunta naman na sa mga tao dili man siya mapunta exactly sa mga elephants nga para ipalit silang feeds although yes palitan man silang feeds but they're not really that taken care of per me no if you compare it to those who are in let's say like sa mga zoo, no. Namat say nga kana okay po ang mga zoo, no. Lahi naman siya na sila silang kaugalingon nga kuan. Lahi man siya na nasa silang kaugalingon jud nga habitat. So next is the Natanga in Faisalabad, Pakistan. So this is similar to the Kalesa, 'di ba, here in the Philippines. So visitors may use rickshaws or taxis in Pakistan, but riding the Tanga is a great experience. This is kind of cart powered by one or two horses. So, ano, similar to the Philippines jud siya, no? So because of the wooden wheels, do not expect it to be comfortable. So, di mo siya comfortable mo sa kay kalesa, no? But it's just experience lang po, no? For the sake lang siya kung experience ka kung what it's like to ride tanga or a kalesa if naa diri sa Philippines. So we will end here, no, kay napakoy klase after ninyo. Kutob lang ta sa number 23, napatay sumusunod pa nga mga transportation. Napatay transportation in the Philippines nga ako pong i-add sa discussion. Unya na lang, no, maguna sa taog quiz on the 24th. Okay. Mag-quiz ta sa 24th sa katong previous ako nga gipang discuss para naatay quiz man lang ma-record for our midterm.